Next, we're gonna start to warm up our upper body. So go ahead and grab a band. You can use whatever resistance band that you have available. It's good if it's not super, super tight. We want some stretchiness in there so we can do enough reps to warm ourselves up. So first what we're gonna do is we're gonna step in that band. And we're gonna do some bicep curls. So really good posture, shoulders down and back. We're just gonna curl that up, hands towards our shoulders and back down. We're gonna do 10 of these. And while we're doing this, we're thinking about the good posture, keeping those shoulders back, or keeping our ab muscles engaged, our butt muscles engaged, making sure we're nice and stable. These don't have to be super fast, just at a comfortable pace, and they shouldn't feel very hard. We're trying to just warm things up. Okay, there's 10 of those. Next, we're gonna take our band and we're going to hold it kind of towards the outside. We're gonna let the rest of the band kind of land on our legs, top of our legs or our hips. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna straighten our elbows and bring our arms back against that resistance as far as we can. And then come back forward and relax. We're gonna do that 10 times, far as we can. You might not be able to get very far back with this, which is okay. It's a very challenging motion. If it starts to get a little bit crampy in the back of the shoulders or back of your arms, shake it out a little bit, maybe give it a rest for a second. That's not abnormal for this one. This is a motion that many of us don't work on a regular basis, and so it can feel kind of odd as we start to work it. But again, we're gonna do 10 of those. Just do your best, even if you're not getting very far, that's okay. Okay, there's 10 for me. So next one, we're gonna grab the band with your palms up now. You're gonna straighten your elbows out, maybe just outside shoulder width apart to start with. And then you're gonna bring your hands at about shoulder height. We're gonna pinch our shoulder blades together and pull that band apart. And then slowly let it come forward. If you need to make it a little easier, just go a little wider with the band. Make that resistance a little bit less. If it's too easy, just go a little narrower with the band and you can make that resistance harder. Or you can find a middle spot. Whatever works best for you. We're going for 10 of those. And again, we're trying to think about shoulders down and back, really maintaining that good posture the whole time while we're doing these. Good. Next, we're gonna take that band. If you have one that's a full loop, you can just take one side of the loop. If you have a band that's just straight, that works perfect as well. We're gonna take one of our hands and kind of park it at our hip. The other hand is gonna be about maybe shoulder width apart, let's say, or just outside that, away from that hand. I'm gonna grab the band and then I'm gonna have my thumb up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna pull against that resistance band and pull my shoulders back together as I'm doing this. So pulling the shoulders back, hand up. What I wanna avoid with this is letting my shoulder come up towards my ear like I'm showing here. This is not good positioning. Instead, I want to shoulder down and back, maintain that good posture, bring that arm up. These can be pretty difficult, so don't be surprised if that's the case. But I like it to be easy enough where you could do about 10 repetitions there. Okay, then we're gonna switch sides. Again, really good posture, bringing that arm up, and as my shoulder stays down and back, thumb towards the ceiling, making sure you're breathing. Try to keep those ab muscles engaged as best you can. That's going to help maintain the good posture for your low back as we discussed earlier. And going for about 10 of these. Very good. Okay, next, we're going to take that same band. We're going to bring our elbows in by our side, make sure we have really good posture. We're gonna grab the band, maybe about shoulder width apart, again for this one, and then having our hands with our thumbs up towards the ceiling and maintaining that position, we're gonna externally rotate our shoulder and then return back to its starting position. And notice while I'm doing these, I'm trying to keep my elbow kind of tucked in by my side, and you can see that I'm really trying to use my shoulder blade back muscles to make this work rather than trying to straighten my elbow out and change the angle of my elbow there, which ends up using your arm a lot more, triceps. So once we get to 10, you can shake it out for a second and then switch into the other side. Again, resetting your posture between sets here. I think it's a really good habit to get into to make sure we're maintaining that good positioning throughout this exercise. We're shooting for about 10, and you might notice that both shoulders are working the whole time while you're doing both sides. One is just stationary and the other one's dynamic, and then we switch that. So they both get a chance to do a lot of work with these. Once we get to 10, shake it out and relax there. Very good.